National Electrical Code Section 334.15 requires NM cable to be installed in a specific manner. Exposed NM cable must be protected by rigid metal conduit, intermediate metal conduit, electrical metallic tubing, Schedule 80 PVC conduit, or other approved means if the cable is exposed to physical damage. There is no specific requirement in the National Electrical Code mandating running NM cable either above or below. However, it is important to be aware that some local codes may have additional requirements for installing NM cable, but these local codes must not contradict the National Electrical Code. It is advisable to check with the local authority having jurisdiction for any additional requirements. While the National Electrical Code does not dictate whether to run NM cable above or below, there are practical and aesthetic considerations that often influence the decision. Firstly, protection from damage is a key factor. Running NM cable above may offer increased protection from accidental damage that could result from furniture or equipment being moved around. Secondly, aesthetics play a role. Concealing NM cable by running it below can make it less visible, improving the overall appearance of the installation. Thirdly, accessibility for maintenance is important. Running NM cable above can make it easier to access for maintenance or repairs in the future. In conclusion, without specific local code requirements dictating otherwise, it is not a code violation to run NM cable either above or below. The selection of a method is dependent on project-specific needs and personal preferences. When determining whether to run non-metallic sheath cable, also known as NM cable, above or below, it's essential to consider several factors. While the National Electrical Code does not explicitly state a preference, understanding the implications of each approach helps ensure a safe and efficient electrical installation. Firstly, examine the environment. The environment in which the cable will be installed is a primary consideration. In areas where the cable is likely to be exposed to physical damage, such as basements or workshops, running it above, closer to the ceiling, can provide a degree of protection. Conversely, in finished areas where aesthetics are important, concealing the cable below, closer to the floor, might be preferred. Secondly, consider the type of construction. The type of building construction also plays a significant role. In new construction, it may be easier to run the cable through wall cavities or above ceilings before finishes are applied. In existing structures, accessing these areas might be more challenging, influencing the decision to run the cable above or below, depending on accessibility. Thirdly, think about local codes and regulations. Always consult local electrical codes and regulations. Some jurisdictions may have specific requirements or preferences for cable routing in certain types of buildings or applications. Compliance with these codes is essential to avoid violations and ensure safety. Fourthly, evaluate accessibility for future maintenance. Consider the long-term maintenance and accessibility of the cable. Running the cable in a location where it is easily accessible for future repairs or modifications can save time and effort in the long run. Running it above might make it easier to reach without having to move furniture or equipment. Fifthly, assess the risk of water damage. In areas prone to water damage or moisture, such as basements or crawl spaces, running the cable above, away from potential water sources, can reduce the risk of electrical hazards. Utilizing appropriate cable types designed for damp or wet locations is also crucial. Sixthly, determine the presence of other utilities. Be mindful of the proximity of other utilities, such as plumbing or HVAC systems. Maintaining a safe distance between electrical cables and other utilities is essential to prevent interference or damage. Running the cable above or below may depend on the layout of these other systems. Seventhly, keep aesthetics in mind. Aesthetics play a significant role in many installations. In finished areas, concealing the cable behind walls or ceilings can create a cleaner, more visually appealing look. However, in unfinished areas, exposed cable might be acceptable as long as it is properly supported and protected. Eighthly, think about the cost. Consider the cost associated with each installation method. Running cable through walls or ceilings may require more labor and materials compared to running it along the surface. Assess the budget and determine the most cost-effective approach without compromising safety or functionality. Ninthly, assess the length of the run. The length of the cable run can also influence the decision. Longer runs may be more practical to run above or below, depending on the layout of the building and the available pathways. Shorter runs might offer more flexibility in terms of routing options. Tenthly, think about future expansion. Plan for future electrical needs. Consider whether additional circuits or outlets will be required in the future. Running the cable in a manner that allows for easy expansion or modification can save time and money in the long run. Firstly, protection from physical damage is a key consideration when installing NM cable. Running NM cable above, near the ceiling or within wall cavities provides a level of protection against accidental impacts, punctures, or abrasions that can occur at floor level. This is especially important in areas with heavy foot traffic, storage, or potential for furniture movement. Secondly, consider protection from environmental factors. Elevated cable runs may also be less susceptible to moisture, dust, or chemical exposure, prolonging the cable's lifespan and reducing the risk of insulation breakdown or corrosion. In damp or corrosive environments, using appropriate cable types rated for those conditions is essential. Thirdly, consider the risk of rodent damage. Rodents can pose a significant threat to electrical wiring, as they may chew through cable insulation, leading to short circuits, electrical fires, or equipment malfunctions. Running NM cable above, away from floor level, where rodents are more likely to travel, can minimize the risk of rodent damage. Fourthly, accessibility for maintenance and repairs is an important factor. While concealing NM cable behind walls or above ceilings may improve aesthetics, it can also make it more difficult to access for maintenance, repairs, or modifications. Exposed cable runs, on the other hand, are easier to inspect and service, but they may be more vulnerable to damage. Fifthly, consider the ease of installation and modification. Running NM cable above or below may involve different installation techniques and materials, depending on the building structure and layout. Installing cable above may require drilling through studs or joists, while running it below may involve securing it to walls or floors. Assess the ease of installation and modification based on the available tools, skills, and time. Sixthly, consider the aesthetics of the installation. The appearance of the electrical wiring can have a significant impact on the overall aesthetics of a space. Concealing NM cable behind walls or above ceilings can create a cleaner, more visually appealing look. Exposed cable runs, on the other hand, may be considered unsightly or unprofessional, especially in finished areas. Seventhly, think about fire safety. Proper installation of NM cable is essential for fire safety. Ensure that the cable is properly supported and secured to prevent it from sagging or coming into contact with combustible materials. Avoid running cable through or near heat sources, such as chimneys or heating ducts. Eighthly, consider the impact on insulation. Running NM cable through insulated walls or ceilings can affect the thermal performance of the building envelope. Ensure that the insulation is properly installed around the cable to maintain energy efficiency and prevent condensation. Ninthly, consider the cost of the installation. The cost of running NM cable above or below may vary depending on the materials, labor, and installation techniques involved. Obtain quotes from qualified electricians and compare the costs to determine the most cost-effective approach without compromising safety or quality. Tenthly, consult with a qualified electrician. When in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician who can assess the specific requirements of the project and provide expert guidance on the best approach for running NM cable. A qualified electrician can ensure that the installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations, and that it is safe and reliable. Firstly, consider the type of space. In finished living spaces, aesthetics often take precedence. Concealing NM cable behind walls or ceilings creates a cleaner, more visually appealing environment. In unfinished areas like basements or attics, exposed cable is generally acceptable, provided it's properly supported and protected from damage. Secondly, think about the construction type. The building's construction influences cable routing. In new construction, running cable through wall cavities or above ceilings is easier before finishes are applied. Existing structures may present challenges in accessing these areas, affecting the decision to run cable above or below. Thirdly, accessibility is key. Evaluate the need for future access to the cable. Running cable in easily accessible locations facilitates future repairs, modifications, or additions. Elevated cable runs, for example, may offer easier access compared to those concealed behind finished surfaces. Fourthly, consider the potential for damage. Assess the risk of physical damage. Running NM cable in areas prone to impacts, abrasion, or punctures requires added protection. Elevated cable runs can minimize the risk of damage from furniture, equipment, or foot traffic. Fifthly, consider local electrical codes. Always check and adhere to local electrical codes and regulations. Some jurisdictions may have specific requirements for cable routing in certain types of buildings or applications. Compliance is crucial to avoid violations and ensure safety. Sixthly, protection from environmental factors is key. Evaluate the potential for moisture or other environmental factors. Elevated cable runs may be less susceptible to moisture or chemical exposure, prolonging the cable's lifespan and reducing the risk of insulation breakdown or corrosion. Seventhly, consider the presence of other utilities. Consider the proximity of other utilities. Maintain a safe distance between electrical cables and other systems, such as plumbing or HVAC. Running cable above or below may depend on the layout of these other systems. Eighthly, think about fire safety measures. Prioritize fire safety. Ensure the cable is properly supported and secured to prevent sagging or contact with combustible materials. Avoid running cable through or near heat sources, such as chimneys or heating ducts. Ninthly, determine the cost effectiveness. Assess the cost implications of each approach. Running cable through walls or ceilings may involve more labor and materials compared to running it along the surface. Balance cost effectiveness with safety and functionality. Tenthly, plan for future expansion. Consider future electrical needs. Plan for potential future additions or modifications to the electrical system. Running cable in a way that allows for easy expansion can save time and money in the long run. Ultimately, the decision of whether to run NM cable above or below depends on a combination of factors. There is no single correct answer, and what works best for one project may not be the best choice for another. By carefully considering the factors mentioned above, the person can make an informed decision that will result in a safe, reliable, and aesthetically pleasing electrical installation. Also, keep in mind the NEC mandates that exposed NM cable should be protected from physical damage.